And hello everybody, welcome back to another Fig review. Oh, wowie wow. So I have the lovely Uzui SEGA prize figure Wii. Now this is technically not my figure. This is actually my husband's Kasu. So thank you for him to letting me borrow it. He got this for Christmas. You know, I already have the other little figures sitting with the onigiri and stuff too, so I wanted to kind of, we're gonna have them all sitting together, so I figured I would review it and show it to you. Now you can see just by looking at the outside, the box is kind of beat and battered up. This is a prize figure, so at least it's just whatever box anyways. There's all sorts of dents. I'm pretty sure the person who ordered it did get it through Amazon as well, so there's gonna be stuff like that happens. But this has already been opened too, guys, so just so you know, that is the top, pretty basic, it's upside down, and on the bottom, there's not really much you're missing on these. So I'm going to reopen them though and share them with you guys. Now there is the inside of the box, very basic, and just so you can kind of see it, the overall packaging, there's not really a way to do a spin around for this one because it doesn't lay perfectly. It's like that, and it's already been opened, so ooh. It's pretty standard though, shell, plastic, you got the idea. And here he is out of the packaging and on top of a top coat spray can that I stole from Kasu's desk, because these are made to sit on the edge of a table. And while I can show it like fully on top of like my normal boxes, by the time it rotates he would be really far away, so we got him on the spray can for now. But yeah, these are really interesting figures because they are all made to sit on the side, if you didn't already know that. Inosuke kind of being an exception because he doesn't really have his feet hanging off the edge, but like Zenitsu and Tanjiro, I know for certain have their legs off the edge, and he follows in that same suit. But either way, so you get an idea of him fully in 360 mode, even though he is on top of a spray can. Of course, as per usual, we'll take a closer look at him as well, but I'm very excited. Uzui is probably one of my favorite characters from the series. I'd probably say he's my second favorite character, to be honest. Obviously, we all know who the first one is, but I like his character. I don't love his design, but I get his design. But I like his personality and just all the weird stuff that he does, so. But, boom. Up first, we have his face. Pretty standard. They got his crazy eye paint, his lilac-y purple, I would say more maroon actually, eye color. Just, straight off of what he's supposed to look like, nothing too crazy. This is a prize figure, so this isn't probably the most outstanding stuff that we're gonna see in regards to paint and material, but the price point usually reflects that. So he's got his nice big smile, always happy, not always happy, but in this case, very happy to be here. Lots of weird bits you can see, like there's like a little hangnail of paint there, and he also has like a little mark on his face here. He's got his weird dangly jewel diamond things, kind of squishy. So you gotta be careful with those. It's all one color, not super intense detailing on there. The actual headband, it's got like an opalescent kind of pearl white on there. The actual like big chunky rocks / diamonds, whatever they're supposed to be, those actually do have a slight pinkish hue to them, so I think that's a pretty nice touch to actually have that a little bit of extra color there. Unfortunate, again, paint spill. We got the blue from the dangly diamonds hanging over onto his actual headband. Kind of unfortunate, but again, this is kind of to be expected. So going around to the back or the side here, we've got his two little yellow gold earrings, and I think, yeah, he's got two on the other side as well. So this is nice, cool piercings. He's a flamboyant guy. What do we expect, And then his crazy, weird white hair, because I don't know if I'm the only one alone in this. I know part of it is his hair, but like, I don't think all of it is his hair. It's like a sash, I guess, for the headband, because it looks like it goes all the way around. So like, is it a really long chunk of hair that rotates all the way across, or is it like, again, a headband? I don't know, but it's all the same color. It's that just plain white hair. There's no shading, no nothing like that. It's just sculpted. There's some weird kind of like discolored bits here. again, prize figure, moving on. He has the same uniform as basically everybody else. Obviously, they kind of stylize it for each person, where he, of course, has his arms fully exposed, so you can see them nice, big, chunky muscles. But his is kind of like it's like a deeper gray. I wouldn't say green or blue, but I'm kind of just getting like a little bit of a hint of that green-blue color to it, but it's not super intense like we've seen on some of the other ones. All the buttons, all the lining, whatever, all just painted on top. Pretty simple paint too. It's not the best. We're gonna just scoot right along though, because we know that's how this works here, but still not terrible. He's got the actual letter print on the back, so pretty standard stuff here, honestly. We got a nice little sculpted booty, his nice little butt crack down the middle. Kind of funny, honestly. But oh, and something I just realized too, on his hair you can kind of see, you probably won't be able to see it because it's white and it's gonna probably get overexposed, but there are, like, I guess again, the normal seam lines you can kind of see, but it's just really awkward where it's kind of ended up. If you can see that there is like a line that goes all the way across his head, like his hair was basically put like this. But it is pretty light. It's just somewhat noticeable depending on what angle the light hits it. So hopefully you'll be able to see that kind of every now and then, but just so you guys know. Back to where I was, and he has his gold armbands. They kind of just put like a really chunky texture, honestly. I feel like it's supposed to be a little bit more ornate. I think they probably could have tried just a little bit harder there to just make it look even, or like it was an actual pattern, versus this just kind of looks like chunky gold. It's not the worst, again, prize figure, but it could definitely be a little bit better, because it's like there's like the hint of the pattern that's supposed to be there, but then the more you look at it, it just looks clumpy. This looks chunky. Big muscles, everybody love. Give big kiss. Mwah. He's got his wrist sleeves, just, you know, on his wrist with the gold bands on top, and of course just attached to his middle finger there. He's got his crazy painted fingernails. You can't not have him have the painted fingernails. It's kind of like his whole thing with his crazy outfit. I really like that touch. Even though it looks really gaudy, I like it a lot. You can even see underneath on these ones back here, they're painted as well. Always nice for those hidden touches. Even though these aren't impossible to do, if you flip over the figure and you don't see it underneath, there's always a sense of loss. So it is nice that they did paint those underneath too. But pretty simple. Hands aren't anything spectacular or crazy to look at. It's pretty standard pose. He's of course holding his little onigiri ball that he's going to eat with all the youngins later. And we have all the red wraps around his leg. Again, just standard slapped on paint, nothing super crazy there. It's all a matte paint, minus of course the metallic or the opalescent parts. And it's very shiny paint, unintentionally, but it is shiny. His little toes sticking out from his sicky socks. Yeah, very simple. We got again, that kind of gray, green, blue, whatever gray color. And then he has his flippy flops, which are also just a lighter gray. His little rice balls hanging on the bamboo, maybe bamboo leaf. They're usually wrapped up in bamboo leaf if I'm not mistaken. Freshly unwrapped so he can eat and chomp away. That's basically it. I mean, not going too crazy on this since it is, again, a prize figure. This isn't anything super duper spectacular or crazy, but there he is. Obviously, it's, like I said, not my figure, but I'm excited to have him sitting with the two that I have that match in this set. I'm still hoping to get Tanjiro and Rengoku so I can put them all together. I think it would just be nice to have them all. I don't know. What can I say? I want them all to be eaten together like a little picnic. But I will have more pictures of him. That's going to be at Desunasis. There's pictures of the other ones that I have in the series, as well as other Demon Slayer figures, mostly just Inosuke, but all on that Instagram. You can find me at all these other lovely places as well. I got lots of things, doing lots of stuff. And that's everything. I appreciate you for watching to the end of my video. I hope you had a great rest of your last week, and I hope you have a great rest of your next week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.